As you can see, we bought these cookies from the grocery store.
As you can see, we have placed little slips of paper into the cookies with certain words that represent the things that you're throwing away when stereotyping someone or giving into peer pressure.
We've asked some volunteers to try these cookies, including ourselves, but don't worry, you'll get to try them too.
Now, on with the experiment.
Garfield, you fat kitty cat, stop eating the Oreos of... The words that we and the volunteers ate represent common stereotypes and personal aspects that you may throw away while engaging in sexual activity or putting others down. We'll explain this in more detail later.
According to Bangor Daily News, healthy sexuality means having the knowledge and power to express sexuality in ways that enrich your life. This includes consensual, respectful relationships and having the ability to make informed and violence-free choices. Healthy sexuality is about values and how we interact with one another.
There are many benefits to respecting others in terms of their sexuality, gender, race, creed, sexual activity, and growth in physical features.
First of all, proper and sufficient communication leads to healthy relationships. Every aspect of respecting others sprouts from this.
Secondly, respecting the rights and sexual orientation of others leads to better and safer communities.
Remember that respect leads to happier and healthier relationships, and without this respect, it may lead to intolerance. Sexual intolerance is also known as sexualism, which, according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, is the emphasis upon sex or sexuality as a major concern. Someone with sexual intolerance views sexual orientation, race, creed, gender, etc. as a problem. This can negatively impact other people's feelings, which leads to stereotyping.
Stereotyping is developing an association between the behavior of a single person and generalizing to an entire group of people who share the same obvious dimension with that individual. Homepage.rpi.edu in parentheses.
One example of stereotyping is that all hobos are drug addicts and have brought their fate upon themselves. Stereotyping like this eventually can lead to racial or sexual intolerance, as mentioned before, but there are ways to avoid this.
Intolerance and stereotyping can also lead to obstacles in healthy relationships. For example, a girl might have trouble forming healthy and positive relationships with others if she thinks that all boys are jerks.
According to a trusted source, identifying somebody else as a particular gender is an act of power over them and can be harmful if it is not done with their consent. Respecting sexuality is very important to our society as a whole today.
There's a wide variety of ways to respect sexuality, including not teasing someone for being themselves or accepting one's personal beliefs. Remember, that person can't change who they are.
Our society has become a cycle of stereotyping and putting others down. But like we said before, there are ways to build others up and make them feel like they can be themselves.
Now we're going to pass out the cookies to all of you.
As we stated before, as you ate the cookies, you were throwing away all of the personal aspects you put down the drain when you stereotype someone.
Remember that there are benefits to respecting one's sexuality, race, creed, gender orientation, etc. Having intolerance is basically just digging an endless hole for the people you're putting down. And finally, there are always ways to build people up.
A stereotyping may eventually form an image that everyone has to fit into. This image may go against someone's morals, but why care about them if you can fit in? Well, that was the point of our activity today.
Snapple is a high-quality beverage. Hydration is key.
Get off.
Recycling is always really important. Hey, that's pretty good.